What's up? What's up? This is the ChoppedByT podcast. I'm your boy Scoe, and to the far left of me, we got Tondra. We've been waiting to get you on.
Hey, y'all said y'all needed permission.
We did. How you been feeling though? How you been doing?
Good. Everything is great on my end.
That's good. I can't help but notice that ring on your finger.
You know.
How you feeling? You excited?
I'm excited. Really excited.
You ready? You ready for it?
I'm ready.
I'm scared, man. I'm
You
scared.
scared?
Yeah, when it come to marriage and shit. I want to marry my girl, but I get scared. I be thinking about I guess I be thinking too far into the future. I be thinking what if we get married and be married for 10 years, then we get a divorce? Then all this shit mean nothing.
I mean, that's okay.
It's
It would
okay.
mean something at the end of the day because it's experience.
Mm-hmm.
Experience love. You got to experience love with someone you thought you saw forever with. People grow, people change.
Yeah.
Things happen.
And that's what it's about. It's all about elevating together, growing together. And sometimes I try not to think about the negative shit. It's just, I guess it's just like my mind made. I always think about what can go wrong and shit instead of just the positive shit.
You're going to have to step out of it.
Yeah.
Because I always say, what can go wrong? You ain't going to never get married.
Yeah.
Because the possibility is y'all can get in this thing and then tomorrow somebody change. So y'all dealing with the trauma and, of course, that it takes to get back on the same page.
Yeah. I be thinking of ways how could I maintain just making her feel secure and shit,
By being there
by being there.
and doing the things she like. Because, honestly, a real woman, I got to put real woman on there because, it's some little girls out here. It's some people that want to jump in the things society say is right.
Yeah.
But that ain't what's real. But a real woman, if you're as long as you're giving her what she needs, she going to take it and make it better.
Yeah. I seen some shit on TikTok. This dude was talking about how his divorce happened because of him, because he was a quote unquote beta male. He said he was just throwing money to fix problems. But in my head, I'm like, you providing. Ain't that what a man's supposed to do?
You're supposed to provide, but you also got to be mentally and emotionally there. If you're not mentally and emotionally there, then what else going to sustain you? Because, I'd rather be with somebody in struggle than to be with somebody that can throw money at my problems.
So the money don't matter to you?
It does, but it's not what, let me see how to put this. It's not the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
So money matters because we got to live, we got to survive, and we don't just want to be struggling every day or whatever.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if the love is there, we can figure out the money part.
So mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Yep.
All right, got you. So what should a woman provide for the man? If he giving all that, what should she provide for him?
The same.
The same.
She got to be there mentally, physically. And let's be real. Men don't always say what's wrong with them, so you got to pay close attention. When your man coming in and he a little off, you got to take notice of that. Be like, what's wrong with you? Of course he going to be like, ain't nothing wrong with me. But still take note and be like, okay, you say ain't nothing wrong, but I'm going to make you feel special.
Yeah.
Go the extra mile.
I know a guy that said he wanted a maid for a woman.
Oh, no.
What you think about that?
That ain't going to work. No,
Nigga just want you to be a robot, huh?
I mean,
that's what it sounded like he wanted.
I mean, if you paying all the bills and I get to go spend your money how I want to, now
You'll be that robot.
I ain't gonna be no robot,
Oh,
but
okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
cook and clean and make sure the house is taken care of. But when I'm ready to spend your money and do what I want to do, you don't need to say nothing because you wanted a maid.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild for him to say that.
Yeah, it is wild. 'Cause, that's not really how it works. It's a give and take situation.
Yeah. What expectation do you have, when it comes to your relationship for your man?
Expectations. Ew, that's a big one. I mean, what I expect, I just expect somebody that can provide, that can be there for me when I need them to be for me. That like when I'm not 100% me, like they can cover me.
Right.
Like they take charge, and like I'm not expecting them to do something for me that I'm not willing to do for myself.
Right.
So I feel like I have basic expectations. And a lot of times, my dude exceeds those expectations because I expect very little for people because we all are human.
Yeah. He a hell of a nigga, I know him.
He's straight.
My expectations is for my partner just to allow us like a safe line of communication. Like don't take what I tell you. Like if I admit my insecurities to my woman, like I don't want her to take that and use it against me.
Yeah.
Or gaslight me or manipulate me in certain situations.
If somebody do that thing for you.
Yeah, but we see it all the time.
We see it all the time, but I don't like that because to me, this seems like you're taking advantage of a person.
Yeah.
To me, personally, that's just borderline is, nah, I ain't gonna go there because they'll cut my head off again. Nope. But yeah, that's pretty much you're taking advantage of their person. Like you're kind of not giving them free will,
right?
Because you're playing on their insecurities. Of course, people gonna do what's not natural to them in order to protect their insecurities. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you think society view women as submissive women as weak women these days?
Definitely.
I think it's strength for a woman to be. It shows a sign of strength for a woman to be submissive to a man.
In order to be submissive to a man, you gotta die to yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's not easy. Like it's daily. Okay, they say you're supposed to do this. You thinking like, I really want to do this, but since you lead in the household, I'm gonna step back and let you do you.
Yeah.
But if what you say don't work, I'm gonna have a backup plan for us.
Right.
But it's still you gotta not go with your first thought.
Right.
You gotta let that man be in control.
Let him lead and you enhance it. That's what I always thought. Like if you got a leader and if you're a leader in your relationship and you bring the decision to your woman, she just enhance those decisions.
That is very true. But these days and times, women think that they're supposed to be in control of a man.
Yeah.
The man's supposed to provide for them and supposed to do X, Y, Z for them. But at the end of the day, the man can't tell them what to do.
Yeah, a lot of women, they ain't looking for a man, they're looking for a sponsor.
That is true.
That's what's going on.
That's just another form of prostitution.
Yeah, social media got people head fucked up. Like,
really,
it's like they own that shit all day, and they see people on there capping about this and that, and how she done broke this man, how she done broke that man. That's what motherfuckers be really. They want a sponsor.
I guarantee you, the ones that's being sponsored are not truly happy. Cause like, how can you be happy jumping from nigga to nigga?
That ain't the true validation that they want.
Nope.
Yeah,
not at all.
They never gonna get it.
But if you look at a lot of these women that do this, they ain't how they did in their life.
They got a lot to do with it. I always say that people hate to hear that though. It's just when it comes to certain situations, just individuals, period, men and women, it all goes back to the dad being in their life.
Yep. See, me personally, I'm not the type that I'm not going for anything, but I'm also realistic about things. Cause like my daddy, he took me on dates.
Right. So you used to that.
Yeah. So if a dude wants to be in my life, yeah, you got to date me, but I'm not out here telling you to take me to my favorite restaurant.
Right.
Because my dad took me to my favorite restaurants. Right. But I'm not out here going to make you take me to my favorite restaurants because that's what I'm accustomed to. Now I realize that not everybody is financially where my daddy is.
Right.
So, like, I'm going to let you take me where you want to take me, but you're not finna be talking to me without dating me.
Coming from a two-parent home, because you come from a two-parent home just like me, sometimes it bite me in the ass because I be expecting to, like, be that way with my woman. And she don't understand it because she don't come from a two-parent home. So that's where the disconnect comes in sometimes.
So with me personally, like I come from a two-parent home, but I also spent a lot of time in one-parent homes because I had aunties and cousins that kept me that were only one parent. So I kind of saw.
You seen both worlds.
Yeah, I seen both worlds. So like I realized that, okay, what I'm accustomed to, like somebody coming from a different household from me, not gonna be accustomed with. So I'm the type of person that like I get that you're not the same as me, so I kind of maneuver in the way that you're used to, and then once you get used to me, I kind of introduce you into my way.
I get you. How you deal with your man checking you about some shit sometimes? Cause you come from a 2-parent. I always felt my theory is that women that come from a 2-parent home, they deal with that better than a woman that come from a 1-parent home.
They do.
Cause you automatically understand that energy when the man giving it to you.
So long as when he's checking me, he make sure he check his home. I'm cool with it.
Yeah. But so it's the deliverance. Okay.
But if it's tone up there and it seems like he yelling at me, I'm just like, oh, nah, because I cannot stand for nobody, not my mom, my dad, nobody to yell at me. And so, like, I'm just like, it just make me emotional. Like, why are you yelling at me? You could have said this to me and I would have got it.
Right.
And sometimes people yelling at me makes me shut down.
Yeah, me too. I don't receive that well from nobody. Because it's just what we doing. You being confrontational, or we just talking. So right. I get what you saying. I
don't like the confrontational situation at all with nobody.
This relationship shit ain't easy though. Love, people think love is like a fairy tale. People think love is a fairy tale. It ain't. This shit ain't easy.
It's not a fairy tale at all, because in reality, love consists of you giving to another person rather than just taking. Love consists of you maneuvering and thinking about that person and their feelings constantly. Like with love, you can't just be out here doing what you want to do and be like, oh, well, they can accept it or they can't. Nah, that ain't how it works. If you truly love somebody, you're going to take their feelings into regards with whatever you do.
That's one of my the hardest things for me, because I'm so like nonchalant and just laid back and like go with the flow type of guy. I'm not as thoughtful sometimes, because I automatically feel like I don't be tripping on shit. Like, why would you trip on shit? Like, I ain't tripping because I didn't go to I ain't tripping because you went to Walmart and didn't give me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't tripping over shit like that, but that's what I had to deal with. If I go to Walmart, I don't give my girl nothing. She like, you got yourself something, you didn't give me nothing? I'm like,
see, there right there. If she go to Walmart and don't get you nothing, then like you can't trip when he go to Walmart and don't get you nothing. Yeah. It's like,
but she thoughtful though. I'm just, it don't be.
I was finna say,
it just don't be on.
If she go to Walmart and think of you and get you something. Now you're gonna have to reciprocate. Yeah. But also it takes time to get there, because when I initially got in my relationship, I would go places and get my fiancé stuff, but he didn't think the same of me. But now, when he go to the store, he'll bring me home my favorite candy. That time of the month, he know what my snacks is, so he'll bring me my snacks.
That's what I've been having to learn, because I'm so big on saving money and shit right now. So I'm like, hey man, I ain't finna go spend no money just because you on your period. You've been dealing with this shit since you was fucking 10, 11, 12. That's just my thought process. You know what I'm saying? Which is fucked up. It's fucked up, but I'm learning though. Like when I see she in the, especially them first couple of days, she on her cycle. Like I gotta go get her something nice, some shit. She some chocolate or some shit like that.
It ain't even gotta be nice. You can spend $4. In the mean world.
Yeah.
What is $4 right
now? But that's been one of the hardest.
And y'all say we've been dealing with it for all our lives. Like each time,
it get worse, like, don't it?
It don't. So it depends on your body, because if you had different conditions going on, it get worse. But if you're completely healthy, it's just like the first time all over again. Yeah. Like it ain't no way you can get used to that pain, because you gotta remember you got 3 weeks out of the month that you're not dealing with nothing, no pains, no nothing. But all of a sudden, this 1 week, you feeling everything. Your back hurting. Sometimes, if it's bad enough, your chest hurting, your stomach hurting, your legs hurting.
Some shit we'll never understand.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I get it.
And depending on how healthy you are, sometimes it can feel like you're having a baby.
Damn. Yeah. So glad I'm not a woman. I leave that shit to y'all. For real. But yeah, that's been one of the hardest things in my relationship, and just maintaining balance. That shit get rough sometimes, trying to like balance this, then balance work, then cater to her needs and her wants. This relationship, that go back to me saying this shit ain't easy. Like that's when that unconditional love come in, because people don't talk about you dealing with a whole another individual.
Yep.
Like this person gonna go through things in their life, like you said, your mama got sick and all these other things. That's how you see if a person really rocking with you. They stay through the midst of all that.
Yeah, but what's the hardest you have to deal with?
With me in the relationship I'm in now, it was when the pandemic hit, and my girl just started just going through like things with her anxiety, her mental health. I had never dealt with that with somebody I was close to, because black people, we don't
talk about mental.
We internalize everything, but she was like freaking out about stuff, and I didn't understand it. It was some shit I had never seen, I had to deal with, so it was hard. Like I wanted to leave at one time. I really wanted to leave because it's like I didn't think I could deal with it. It was stressful, even though I was working in a psych hospital at the time. But I don't know these people. I don't have to deal with them. I come in for 12 hours and I leave. Like I was dealing with that every day. I'm talking about like she realized freaking out about shit. I'm having to come in, take off all my clothes before I come in the room, get in the shower. Like she realized freaking out about shit. It can be one thing, it just trigger her. That shit was tough. It was super tough.
You stuck with her through that. Look at you, ready for marriage.
I always thought I can be a good husband because of the tone my daddy set. It's just like we were talking about our camera. Sometimes I just focus on being perfect. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my wife to have to endure some stuff my mom had to endure for my dad, because he was going through things and stuff like that, and she had to deal with certain things. But I don't want to do that for I want my wife to like just be in marital bliss the whole time. I guess this is like my little fairy tale, my little fantasy.
That's impossible.
Yeah, it is.
But the fact that you're mindful of what your mama went through, you're not gonna put your wife through the same trauma.
No.
Like y'all gonna go through some things, but it might not be as bad as whatever your parents went through.
Right.
So they're right there. Give yourself credit for that.
Yeah, because I'm the type of guy, I believe in marriage. Yeah. I feel like marriage is it's important for the black community. It's important that's why I'm so happy for y'all. I'm like, because y'all showing the black community that it still exists. Because on the internet, all we doing is goddamn, she ain't shit, he ain't shit, But in the real world, motherfuckers still getting married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm an advocate for black marriage. Yeah. It's good for the black community.
I believe in marriage, but you want to know what I didn't believe in?
What's that?
The boyfriend-girlfriend dynamic.
Yeah. What you mean by that?
I never wanted to be nobody's girlfriend. I wanted to date people, and then like my favorite person propose, and we get married from that. Like I never wanted to be nobody's girlfriend, because I just feel like, what is a boyfriend and girlfriend?
It's nothing.
Exactly.
Well, if you living together, it's a little different.
It's a little different,
yeah.
But still,
because we depending on each other.
We're living together, we're depending on each other, but still, we have not made that commitment. Like, if you go and cheat on me, yeah, I could be upset with you because we connected financially, but at the same time, you ain't made no commitment to me or God.
Yeah.
So it's different. Like it means something to people, some people, but like it really don't mean nothing. It's superficial.
That's an interesting perspective coming from a woman. I ain't never heard no woman say that.
But only reason I ended up with a boyfriend is because people was like, "You're being unrealistic." I wish I had just stuck to what I thought.
Just kept dating, so you wouldn't have went through some of the shit you went through.
Right.
I feel you. That's an interesting perspective, though.
Because I'm just like, if we was just dating, like none of this stuff would have. Well, the messiness would have mattered.
Yeah. That's just gonna come with it.
Yeah,
that's
but
just gonna come with
none of this stuff wouldn't matter. Like people wouldn't even look so. Cause a lot of it was, I feel like, was outside people looking in. Like more outside people have more to say about it than I had to say about it.
Yeah. Then sometimes you might talk to somebody about some shit, that you thought was gonna stay between y'all.
I don't too much do that.
Yeah.
So with me, how I end up talking to people is they bring stuff to me. As far as me taking stuff to people, rarely ever.
You don't do that. Yeah, me neither. I'm pretty much like I keep everything. I got one person I talk to, but I know they self-aware about what they gonna say to me too, because they know I really take what they say. You know, I take it personally. Like I'm gonna listen to them. You know what I'm saying? So
the only person I feel free to go talk to stuff about is Onterio, and that's because I know he ain't finna be on
that's who I was talking about.
He ain't finna be nobody's side.
Hell nah.
If Fadrell in the wrong, he gonna say Fadrell in the wrong. If I'm in the wrong, he gonna say I'm in the wrong.
He gonna keep it all the way one. It been plenty of times. It was plenty of times when I was going through that shit with my girl. I'm like, I don't know, bro. He was like, man, tough it out. You know what I'm saying? And the other friend, because I think he was damn near single at that time. And the other friend, they would be like, shit, you can come be single with me, bro. We can thug it out, you know?
One time, Onterio talk, man, could leave him.
Leave him.
Leave him. I'm like, what? It shocked me so bad. Because I'm like, that's your cuz. He was like, man, if he ain't treating you like you supposed to be treating him, man, you are a queen. He was like, you the real deal. Leave him. Somebody else gonna treat you right.
He said that shit because he knew your ass wasn't going nowhere.
That's why he said.
He knew your ass wasn't going nowhere. He just gave you something you needed in that moment, though.
He knew I was borderline.
Yeah. It be like that sometimes. Like I said, this relationship shit is tough.
It's tough.
And it takes two special people to come together and actually try to build some shit together. It takes amount of like just selflessness. You can't be selfish and be in a relationship at all. It's gonna be sacrifices somebody gonna have to make, and that's one of the things I be thinking about too when it comes to like marriage and stuff and like kids and shit. Like, who gonna take the back seat? You know what I'm saying? And like really be hands on, cause somebody gotta go get the bread.
Yeah.
And somebody gotta goddamn raise, like just be there and raise these kids.
Have y'all not talk about that?
We have a little bit, but my girl don't want to have no kids. I do though.
So can y'all compromise with one?
She just don't want one right now. She don't want
It
one.
ain't gotta be right now.
I know, but she literally last night she said I don't have no desire to have a kid. She said she don't mind being like a godmama and like just shit like that, but she just don't want one.
So do you just gotta have a kid, or you cool with not having?
I mean, you know, I got Blake, but I still want one with Bria though. I want one with Bria.
How old is Bria?
She 26.
She might change her mind.
Yeah.
Well, one of my friends said they didn't want kids in life, and here they are with two.
Yeah. Do you want kids?
Yes.
How many you want?
I say 4.
4.
But the older I get, the lower the number becomes. Because I don't want to be 40 having kids.
I said 2. Because it's a possibility of one of my kids could come out goddamn off the hinge, because I got some crazy motherfuckers in my family. And I be thinking about that shit. People don't be thinking about that type of shit, like your genetics and your family history and shit like that. That shit matters. That matters. Because I'm like, I don't want to have goddamn 3 kids and one of them be goddamn off the hinges. Goddamn, I can't control.
As long as most of our kids like me, we good.
Like you, I don't know, Tondra. You kind of crazy, goddamn.
I ain't crazy. I just look at the world from a different view.
Yeah. So, you excited about the marriage though?
I am. I really am.
You happy?
And it's funny because like, way before we even thought about talking, people used to tell us we're going to end up together and stuff. Yeah. And then as we've been going through marriage counseling, we've been prophesied that, like, our relationship is something both of our families need. Yeah. So
I always knew you was going to be his wife, though. Like,
how you know that?
Yeah, you could just tell, like, I'm older than him, so I'm older than both of y'all, so I'm just sitting back watching y'all. So I always knew, like, you was going to be his wife.
Yeah, he couldn't get no better than me, though.
Yeah, I'm happy for y'all. Like I said, I wish y'all the best, and I really think it'll work out. It'll work out.
I know it ain't got no choice but to.
Yeah, as long as y'all growing together. What's the dynamic like though? What is he? Is he easygoing? Is he? You know,
I'm easy going.
you easygoing,
He's more of a firm person.
firm person,
I'm just like,
hands on.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just like, whatever. Long as I get what I want out of it, I'm cool with
It works, shit. Especially if he taking lead and you cool or whatever. Shit, that works. You ain't being apprehensive about shit. That shit works. That shit works.
So I got a question for you.
What's up?
I be seeing people on social media talk about the financial dynamic.
Yeah,
Like the men need to take care of the household.
yeah.
And some people are okay with 50-50. What's your view on it?
My view, my perspective, and it's kind of based off ego for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like providing. I want to pay all the rent. I want to pay most of the rent. I want to pay, all the light bills and shit like that. The light bill, all the utility shit. Like, cause it just make me feel better as a man. But I think people should do whatever works for them and keep folks out your business.
Most definitely.
Motherfucker ain't gotta know that shit y'all going 50-50 or whatever the case may be, or he paying most of the rent. You just throw him a little bit on the rent. Like, people ain't gotta do whatever works for you.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
And I think that's where society get lost at. A lot of females feel like, if he ain't paying all the bills, I don't want to be with him. No. It's teamwork.
Yeah.
So, okay, within my parents' relationship, how I saw everything go, like, when I was younger, like, my parents didn't have all they have now. Like,
right.
I had never wanted for nothing.
Right.
Let's make that clear. But the dynamics with their financial situation was a little different. Like, my daddy covered the mortgage and the major bills, and my mama paid utilities. But now, as I'm an adult, my daddy covered everything. But if my mama had not stepped in and helped him in those earlier years, he would not be in the financial place he is now. So therefore, sometimes you have to help your man, financially. Like, it's okay to pay some utilities. Honestly, I personally feel like if your man trying to go out and make moves to where that he might need you to cover everything for a little while, and you're in the financial position to cover everything for a little while, and the moves that he's making, it's going to put you in a better financial position. Then cover that for a little while, because at the end of the day, he going to come back and take care of everything. So why not make that sacrifice?
Exactly. I hate when I see, like, because I be on Twitter and Reddit and shit like that, TikTok. You see stories of how a man was paying for everything, then he fuck around, get laid off. All of a sudden, it's automatic disconnect. Like, damn, was you even, like, there for him in the first place, or you just wanted, like, to be taken care of? Like, you really didn't want that man.
A lot of these women get with people for financial stability.
Yeah, these motherfuckers be needing help.
Yep.
They be wanting a sponsor.
They literally need a help me.
and it all be based off, I call it, like, survival. Like, and to them, if it ain't beneficial, it's artificial.
Yep.
I stay away from people that was raised off of survival.
Yep. And to me personally, when you see somebody going through a divorce, you can tell who was there for love and who was there for financial reasons. Because these people that be there for financial reasons, when they going through a divorce,
they straight go for the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they try to hurt you. But if somebody is truly there for love, they gonna be like, it's whatever.
It don't matter.
Yep.
It don't matter. It'll be divorce is always messy, but it'll be a little easier. It ain't when two people love each other unconditionally and things, go array or we gotta go our separate ways. It's like you deal with them with you delicate when it comes to their feelings and stuff. Like, you make sure, they okay. Like, I always said, if I come into a lot of money and me and my wife got a divorce and stuff like that, I'm gonna make sure she's straight. Not because, like, I'm just on some other shit. It's just I genuinely cared about her. Like,
she held it down.
And she held it down. She was with me in those moments. I was shooting in the gym, so shit, I'm gonna break off when we, divorce.
And that's only right.
Yeah, like,
ain't nobody gotta be greedy if you're. And honestly, if you truly love a person, you're not about to be greedy. Like, you want them to be okay when y'all not together as well.
Yeah.
But personally, ain't no divorcing me.
So, this was my next question. How do you feel about divorce?
Ain't no divorcing me.
It's over with.
It's over with.
Nothing. Like, y'all gonna work through that shit.
Yeah. Well, Let me not say that.
That's what I'm saying. I know it's levels to this shit now.
Because me personally, if you out here cheating and wild now, baby, you ain't finna have me out here looking stupid.
He might need to watch out if you do shit like that. I'm sure you probably try to stab his ass or something. I know you light skinned motherfuckers crazy.
I am completely sane.
But yeah, so that's how I feel about divorce too. It's like, hey, we rocking together. Mm-hmm. Like, what we doing? Like, unless if it's fucking up with my mental though, I gotta keep my mental. Like, I can't be going crazy because you out here making me go crazy.
I was gonna say the only thing I feel like that would mess with me mentally though is if you out here just wild and like you out here coding and talk to everything. Like, I'm not going for that. Yeah. Because like, to me personally, like, you're a different type of person if you out here cheating on your wife or your husband because you took this oath with God. Yeah. You saying you don't care about none of that. Yeah. Like, you spitting in God's face. Yeah,
that's what I always say, that, you know, the boyfriend, girlfriend shit, it's like, it's okay, it's cool. But when we get married and we bind by law, just not even God, we bind by law.
Yeah, that's a different level.
It's like, we gotta respect each other. We gotta take care of each other. Like, we in this shit together for real. We dependent on each other. Like, and that's why I tell men to, like, keep that lust shit in check. Like, I get it. Like, it's fine women everywhere. I get it. This shit rough. We are built to be attracted to women. You know what I'm saying? But when you stop leading with lust, you don't make those mistakes. Yep. You keep that lust in check. You gotta. I don't care if it's like you find religion, you working out all the time. Like, you got to keep that shit in check because lust will literally destroy you as a man. You will find yourself in positions that you can't get out of.
And the reality about the lust thing, like, half of the time the women you're lusting over, they ain't even half of the woman you're with.
Yeah. Yeah. You fuck around, go do some bullshit, lose your woman now. I know when Bria be gone, I don't even know what shit at sometimes. Like, where you put this at? Like, I be lost without her, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think about those little things, like, you know, I can't lose that. Yeah. I can't lose that, so.
It's different. Yeah. When you're actually with somebody and you're spending your day-to-day life with them, it's a little different.
That was a game changer for me from when we moved in with each other. It's like, cause I'm the type of person, I love solitude. Mm-hmm. I love being by myself. I can be by myself, I'm talking about not even hours, days, weeks. It's cool. And it's like, she the type of person, we got to be up under each other all the time. Like, we got to, you know, she just had to be touching me. You know what I'm saying? Just woman shit. Like, just
how you think that's woman stuff?
Because that's what most women be on. With me anyway, just, you know, I'm like a big teddy bear to their ass. You know, they always got to be under me. Like, it's just sometimes it's just my presence alone just had to be in the house. Yeah. You know, she was like, it feel weird without you in here when you coming home. Like, it should feel weird without you, you know, so, but I had to get used to that. I was so used to solitude. And now it's like, she every day. I come home, she there. Because she work from home. I come home from work, she there. I get up in the morning, she there. Like, so I had to adjust to that. Because I love my solitude.
Go to a different room. Yeah. Because I'm cool as long as you're in the house. But when it's time to go sleep, when I'm ready to go sleep, I need you in the bed.
That's what I don't like either, though. Like, when y'all ready to go to bed, why the fuck we got to come to bed?
I mean, just come to bed till I go to sleep. You can get up once I go to sleep.
What if I'm watching a nice little movie now? I gotta
watch
get
it in the room.
That shit's so annoying to me. I gotta get in the bed because you in the bed. That shit is so fucking annoying. But yeah, it's been nice talking to you, Tom. This has been a good ass conversation.
I mean, we always have good conversations.
Especially
we just on camera now.
Yeah, especially off camera. This shit get real off camera.
This ain't nothing compared to what we normally.
It's unscripted off. It's like this shit is real. Shit get real off camera. But yeah, thank you for coming on and just spending time with me today.
No problem.
This is the ChoppedByT podcast where we get a real, raw, authentic conversation.